we're back at the stack. Alright guys, it is time for the next journal review. Journal number 21 may look familiar. This is another Exceed notebook from Walmart. You guys know how I feel about these notebooks. There really isn't much new to say. They're great notebooks. They have a crap ton of pages. They hold up to all mediums very well. The only thing I really don't like is number one, that crap ton of pages, because, you know, I think a journal should be about 150 pages long. That's a good length for me. And also the cream paper. I just don't like it. But yep, so that's one. The journal I'm going to review today is journal number 22, and that is going to be the Endless Recorder journal that I got from Goulet Pens. This journal, oh my, this is a beauty. Let me just say first off, if you're familiar with this journal, then you're going to know that it is 68 JSM Tomoe River paper. The back is this like, I'm not sure what to call this. It's pushy innied. That's exactly it. It's pushy innied, and it says endless. That's my word. Now this is a really cool part. On the inside, it comes with this little, do I still have the paper? Let's go back here and check. There it is. So when you get your notebook, it's going to come wrapped in this little sheet right here, and it tells you about the notebook, a little bit about the brand and the features. It's Tomoe River paper. We all know Tomoe River paper. It's unbelievable. We love it for our fountain pens. It's really nice. What will you record today? I like that. But this is the blank version of the notebook, and I know that they have lined and they have dot grid, but I don't know about grid, so I'm not sure about that. But it also came with this little card that's basically a thank you for purchasing their notebook, and it has this little sticker right there. Ideas are endless, and I love that. I love that saying so much. And now it says you can also register your recorder notebook here. I never did that though, just because I don't know what I would do with it, like registering it. Maybe if you live somewhere that's, you know, really, really big and huge, and you possibly run a risk of losing your notebook. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what the point of registering your notebook is. I don't know. But obviously, I got the green color, and this cover just feels so wonderful to the touch. It feels nicer than the Exceed notebooks. It feels nicer than a Leuchtturm. I don't know if this is real leatherette, but it feels like it is. Oh, it just feels luscious, and just literally you want to bite because it's really good. Maybe not. Maybe that's just me. So it has an area right here for you to write your information, and it seems that the endless thing right there is about like the dots, and so part of their thing is the paper in here. Now the paper is ivory. It's not stark white. Maybe it is stark white. I'm not sure. What does it look like to you? Oh, there we go. There's some ivory. I guess it is stark white. Oh my, I do like a white page. Well, so the first thing to note is that there's no index. It just comes straight, first page, they're all blank. So I ended up going through and writing all the numbers of the pages because it's not numbered either. And ordinarily, I prefer my pages to be numbered because I like to see how far I'm getting through a notebook. And I don't know why, because it's not a race, but it's just something that I appreciate, as well as an index. But, you know, it's not a make or break, and I just end up writing it on my own. For my index, I just write the date, the pages, and that's really about it. And if there was just anything, I'm a writer. I wonder what happened that day. I'm just going to go check that out, because I don't remember. Oh, this was when I was taking notes. I haven't talked about it here on my page or on my on my channel, but I am a writer, I'm an author, and I'm currently writing my second novel. So yeah, maybe someday I'll give you the information for my work. Maybe not, who knows, I don't know. But like I said, so this is 68 GSM Tomoe River paper, and oh, it's beautiful. It's just lovely. I love the way that Tomoe River paper allows you to see the other side of the page and to feel, you know, the impressions from where you just wrote. That's one of my just most delicious things about paper, is that I like being able to feel the past, if that makes any sense. Getting a feel of the notebook, it makes me feel like, oh no, I've dropped something. It gives me a sense, oh, I don't even know where it goes now. Oh, poo. It gives me a sense of having accomplished something in here, or that my words have been captured. Well, so the one thing I want to talk about with this notebook, obviously, oh, it's just really not wanting to stay in here, is obviously we love Tomoe River paper. It's so smooth, and it's just absolutely beautiful. There's nothing negative, nothing bad about Tomoe River paper at all. The problem for me with this notebook was that, oh, blank pages. I realized through using this notebook that I just can't, I'm not a blank page kind of girl. Now, it had nothing to do with the paper quality or the notebook itself. It had absolutely nothing to do with that at all. But it had everything. That's actually a flower. I don't know why or where it goes now since it fell out. I should probably start just tipping them in properly. I don't know. This is a great page day. But my daughter, my 15-year-old, we have this thing whenever we go into a thrift store or Goodwill, whatever, we find a crazy hat and take a picture of her. It's just weird. And on that day, I don't know if it's worth $300. Someone told me it was in the Fountain Pen Network. But I found a perfect condition vintage Schaefer Lifetime Imperial, and I paid $4 for it. Yeah, that happened. It's one of the reasons why I love journaling so much, is because, you know, I can look back on all of these wonderful things that I did and experiences that I had with my kids and myself. But the experience of writing on the pages, I mean, everything was just always so beautiful and enjoyable. And it came with, now this is, I printed this out, but it comes with a guide sheet that has graph, obviously, and lines. I did find that the graph was a bit too large, more like sort of wide ruled graph, if you will. And even the lines were a bit too wide for my liking too, so I ended up printing out this. And it's just a tad short, you know, more narrow, but I really like that. So you can use the guides when you are, you know, when you're writing in here, which is really great. I know there are a lot of really talented artistic people out there who just, they make blank pages just, they're just like whizzes with blank page. What? Am I losing something here? I don't know. But I am just not, for this particular season in my life, blank pages just weren't my jam. I loved everything else about this notebook so much. I predominantly write in my journals, but I do like to be creative and add stickers and, you know, tip things in every once in a while too. This is my daughter. I don't know if you, I don't really talk about my life here on here, but my 15-year-old daughter and I, we've gone through some rough patches, and then in May she left me 2 little chocolates on my pillow, and so it was just something that was very special to me, so I tipped that in. But see, you can like write it like that. You can even just write straight across the pages like that if you want to. I mean, the possibilities with this notebook are endless. Get it? Get it? Endless. Da-dun-dun. But I found myself always reaching for the guidelines because I just wasn't comfortable really trying to branch out and do my own thing. I wasn't comfortable trying to do some kind of, like great art. It's almost like the complete freedom of these blank pages caused in me the opposite of claustrophobia. Does that make sense? Is that even a thing? I'm sure I know it's a thing, but I craved real lines, not lines to put underneath of a page to give you the illusion of lines, but I craved real lines and structure, I suppose. So on this last page, I wrote, I'm actually really considering abandoning this journal and hopping into another one that I know I'll enjoy. I'm not even sure if I really want to start journaling in my traveler's notebook either, because I was considering changing up and journaling just in my traveler's notebook, so I was only carrying one thing with me. I considered that if I just change things up, I'll pull out of this journal slump I'm in. I feel like I do need a change, but I'm not quite sure which one. But I do think that the prospect of a blank, totally blank, with no lines, grids, or dots journal is just too overwhelming to me at this point for some strange reason. So what do I do? Archive this and chalk it up to a lesson learned? Or just archive it and know that it just wasn't for me at this time? That one sounds better. So I guess with that, I say thank you, Endless Notebook. Maybe we will meet each other again in the future and you'll be just what I need. So with all these pages left here, from 93 on, now there were a few pages back here that I ended up pulling out and using, as you can see right there. Because I didn't want to just waste the Tomoe River paper. But the rest, I believe I'm going to leave in here with these to mark, because I actually do think that I will come back to this journal one day. This particular month that I was writing in here, this particular time frame, this was actually a very important, lots of very important, very deep things regarding my family happened. And that could have also been why I was in such a weird kind of journaling place too. So I do believe I'll come back to this journal at one point, and maybe I'll just be writing about how, in the past when I was in this journal, how I just couldn't see a light at the end of the tunnel that we were in. But then I will come back to this journal now, and like I usually leave 5 or 6 pages in the end of every journal to do just that, I will take the rest of this journal up to remind myself and to look back on my past, and I can write in there about how we did come through to the end and how things are better now. And maybe that's what's going to make this endless recorder journal very special for me. Ideas are endless. Yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this journal flip through and review of the endless recorder journal that I got from Goulet. I don't have any links for you. I don't do that kind of stuff. Sorry. It could be that, I'm just, I don't want to make you feel like you have to go buy things if I give you an affiliate link or something, but it also could just be that I'm lazy, and I think it's probably number 2. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video. If I didn't answer any of these particular questions for you that you were really wondering about, please let me know. Ask down in the belowness, and then I will answer for you. I hope you enjoyed, and if you would do me the biggest honor of giving me a thumbs up and just liking my video, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Have you used this journal before, either of the line or the dotted, or even of the blank journal? If you like journaling in blank journals, please tell me, how do you do it? Tell me about what your process is and why do you enjoy it so much. I would really want to know that. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.